How concerned do you think they should be that they're going back to one of those venues and in divisional rounds they didn't fare so well in? Plus, they're facing a pretty good quarterback.
They are facing, that's the bigger concern. I think the fact that they're going back to Atlanta, it's going to help them a little bit. That playoff game in 2012, that was really the moment that this team, I think, realized how good it could be. There was a huge amount of disappointment that they let that game get away. They took a lead with 31 seconds to go, and then Matt Ryan completed 2 passes, and the Falcons kicked a game-winning field goal on the final play. And I think it was really at that moment that this team realized we've got everything we need to win a title. And they fulfilled that the next year and then got back to the Super Bowl. I think going back there, there's a little bit of symmetry here, and I think it helps a huge chunk of these players. Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, all those guys were on the field for that game. Plus, now they have a better pass rush, and we saw that when they matched up in week 6. Now, Matt Ryan is going to be a bear for them to go up against, especially because they don't have Earl Thomas at the back. And Earl, in this defense, he functions as the big eraser, is essentially what he does. They keep him back, and his range is so incredible. And not only that, but the way he'll play with quarterbacks and try and make it look like he's going to be on one side and ends up shading to the other. He helps them do a lot of things with what is a relatively simple defensive format in today's NFL.
Yeah, that's one of the differences, because he was on the field the last time these two teams met way back in week 6. What else might be relevant as far as this particular matchup in the differences between the Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons since then?
Yeah, they are going to be missing Earl Thomas, and they're going to be missing Tyler Lockett, who broke his leg badly. The guys that they're going to get back, Cam Chancellor didn't play in that game. Frank Clark didn't play in that game. And if people haven't been watching him, number 55, he is becoming a Michael Bennett-like nightmare for opposing offensive lines, how disruptive he is. Michael Bennett was knocked out of that game with a knee injury. And you also had Russell Wilson. That's probably the biggest difference for Seattle. Russell Wilson was still pretty severely limited with both the ankle and knee injuries. I don't think he's 100%, but he played last week without the knee brace. He looks a ton better.